Hello and good morning from teacher Alex. Today's lesson will be on geometry, and we will be looking at areas of shapes and a practical problem where you have to work out how much it will cost to paint the walls of a room and also to tile the floor. But it is not an easy problem, but let's go over to the PowerPoint. This area of maths is called geometry. You probably remember this from a few years ago. Geo means earth and metry means to measure. So geometry really means to measure the earth. It has been around for 5,000 years, and hopefully you also remember the formula for Pythagoras, which is another important part of geometry. Here we see the formulas for the areas of shapes. This is all quite easy. We multiply the length by the height, or sometimes we call it the length by the width. And a triangle is just half of a square or a rectangle. So we divide by 2. We will not spend too much time on this. I want to give you a problem soon, but let's make sure we can do a few simple things. Here are volumes, but we're not doing volumes today. Now, here are some areas that I want to make sure you understand how to do. This one here, we have 3 times 8 for 24, plus we have 7 times 5. So the area of this shape is 59 square centimeters. You can work it out another way as well. You could take 5 multiplied by 10 and also 3 times 3. Whatever way you work it out, you will still get the same answer of 59. This shape here, 7 times 6 gives you 42, and 4 times 5. I get the 4 by subtracting 6 from 10. So this length here is 4. The area is 62. And finally, I can work it out a different way by taking 7 centimeters times 10, and then subtracting this piece here, which is 8. So you see that you can do this a couple of different ways, depending on the way you want to cut this shape. Now I want to look at a more difficult problem, and one that you would probably have in real life. Let's go here. How much will it cost to paint the walls and the floors of this room? So here is a room. There are the measurements, 7 meters and 6 meters. This is the floor. Here, I'm not telling you how much this length is. You will have to work that out. And we also have some windows, so we will have to adjust our calculations for the walls. So let me see, what do we have here? 1 liter of paint will cover 12 square meters, and 1 liter of paint will cost 750 baht. So you will need to work out the area of all of these walls, and you know that 750 baht will cover 12 meters. So you will have to work out how many baht it will cost you once you work out the total floor. Now, say the floor was 1,200 square meters. You would need 750 baht multiplied by 100. You need to use ratios to change and work out how much it will cost you for the whole room. For the floor, well, we want to work out the cost to tile the floor. and one package of tiles has 25 tiles. Each tile is 14 times 14 inches, and the package of tiles cost 1,200 baht. So now I'm telling you how many tiles you get, what is the size of each tile. So once you work out the floor area, you have to divide by the size of the tiles and then divide by the number of tiles you get in a packet, and then you can work out the cost. This is not an easy question. This would take about 10 minutes to do. There are quite a few little tricks that you must be careful of. So the area of the floor, well, you have 7 and 6, but you do not know this number or this number. But this is a right-angled triangle. You can use the Pythagoras formula when you know the hypotenuse of 10 and squared minus this side squared. You should be able to work out this number here, which is the same as this one here. Now you can work out the area of the floor. Now there is another problem as well. We will look at that in the next slide. But just in terms of the areas, you need to work out this number. Also, what are the areas of the wall? I tell you in the previous slide that the wall is 3 meters high, okay? So all of these numbers, the area of this wall is 7 times 3, 6 times 3, 14 times 3. Once you have worked out all of the area of the wall, do not forget to subtract the windows. On the previous page, I tell you there are 5 windows, and each window is, I think, 2 times 2. So you need to subtract the area of the windows because you will not be painting those. Finally, look at the tiles. They are 14 inches times 14 inches. You need to change inches to centimeters because your area is given to you in meters. So one tile is 14 times 14 square inches. You need to work out what one tile is in centimeters. How many tiles will you need? Well, you need to change the floor into square centimeters and then divide by the tiles. Now you know how many tiles you need. There are 25 tiles in each package, so you can figure out how many packages of tiles you need. The wall is quite easy to work out. Once you have the wall, remember to subtract for the windows. You can put the area of the wall here and work out how many baht. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer, but we will go through how to get to this answer tomorrow in Excel or in the next lesson. The total answer is 134,085 baht. But I'm not making it so easy for you. Maybe you can follow these calculations. Here I'm working out the area of the wall, and here I am working out the area of the floor. In our next lesson, I will show how we solve this problem in Excel and a few basic lessons on how to use Excel. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.